Welcome everyone to the second meeting of Illumination. I am really happy to be here today. As most of you know, I live on Cortez Island, that it's in BC, Canada, and it's a very remote place. I'm surrounded by nature, and yesterday actually on Friday evening, we lost power from a storm and snow. And so I was just praying to the gods that the power will return so we can connect and meet again in this way. And yes, last night around 9 p.m. the power came back. So just such a joy to connect with you. So to begin, let's do a centering and let's dive in, shall we? Okay, so I want you to bring your hands to your heart center. Begin to breathe into your heart, connecting with your physical heart. From your physical heart, connecting with the intelligence of your heart. The intelligence of your life. And connecting to the intelligence of all life. Continue breathing in and breathing out. And may this time together be of service for you, for your highest and best. And trusting that you'll receive exactly what is needed. So I'm just gonna have a bit of water here. We gather in really powerful moments because last Sunday we gathered for the 12/12 portal, and now we're here right after yesterday was the full moon, the last full moon of the year, and we're still riding that energy. It was powerful, still a powerful energy that is activating various layers of our being. And we'll also be closing the session, not the upcoming, but the next one. We'll be riding the energy of the holidays, and then the last session will be on the new moon of the new year, the first new moon of the new year. So let's tune in and see what's coming. Welcome. This is the Universal Language of Light Council. We are so pleased to be sharing again another session with all of you. And I want to check in on how you are feeling from our last conversation. What has opened up within you, especially from the understanding that we are you and you are I. In the meaning that we are saying that any extension of being above you, it's the only way right now that humanity's been able to acknowledge their full potential by recognizing an angelic form or a starseed form or a godlike form. Right now in the planet, the humanity is awakening to a power within themselves that it comes through the vehicle of consciousness. And right now at this moment, it's able to connect in this way and relate in this way as a way that is still separate, is still not in full embodiment through the human self. It still has to separate and divide the experience into a higher entity form. And do know that this is shifting and will continue to shift as you realize that you are master creator of your life, and that master creator potential, it comes through the level of consciousness and your connection with your conscious and the vehicle of consciousness that you are manifested in this physical form. We want to talk about this time on the planet right now. We were talking last time, we shared about the heart intelligence and the heart matrix intelligence, and how the cosmic body is activating within you to the point that the DNA was bringing information. The light codes are new light codes are activating information within your DNA. And at this moment, there's actually the building blocks of your physical body, the RNA, the protein, the amino acids that are the building block of the matter, are being actually been transformed and activated and upgraded within your system. And so taking time to be with your body, be with your breath, be in nature, be in silence, and contemplating yourself and reflecting about yourself and your life, and nurturing your body with water and wholesome foods, and disconnecting from technology or from news, and disconnecting with breath and connecting to yourself, to your breath, and to nature itself. And in a way, using this time of holidays to reconnect with your divine nature and your natural wisdom, your connection to the earth and the land as a one living body, and returning to the remembering that you are part of the living body of the earth, and that the earth is a conscious being, and you are a part of this conscious being, and you are a conscious being as well. And rewiring yourself to this consciousness within yourself, the larger aspect of yourself as earth, and the larger even aspect of yourself as soul and the universe itself. And so we want to bring forward the connection and the conversation about your place on the planet at this time. There are a lot of things happening that are feeling chaotic in your world. And we want to bring down the connection to your heart, the heart matrix that we have shared with you, to bring it forward into your everyday, and tuning in and using the intelligence of the brain of the heart, the brain heart, to move through your life more and more, and trusting that the chaos is actually an organized system. The chaos is here as a way of transitioning, moving how things are shifting. If you look at the weather, for example, there's the seasons, there's certain places that you'll begin to see within the transitioning that they look and they seem chaotic, and actually the chaos is opening up a new system, a new order in the world. This new order that is being activated within your body system is also activated in life. And this is all interconnected, because life, in a way, the earth is calling you back to a reorganization, that you become part and recognize your place on the earth, that it's about cooperation with one another, cooperating with the land that you live in, and cooperating with the communities that you are part of, your immediate community as your friends, your family, and also the immediate community in your community where you live, as well as the community of the land that you are part of, and all that you are part of that ecosystem, the ecosystem of your family, of friends, of the immediate community as with humans, and the ecosystem of all life, the plants and the animals around you, including the water around you, that you consistently every day engage with. And so bringing your attention to all the relationships, all the energy that you engage with in your everyday life, and just tuning in to the frequency, in which way are you engaging, bringing consciousness, awareness, and mindfulness to all the connections in your life, and the way you engage in your life with yourself and with all life that is part of your everyday life. And so this is an important part in the process as well. And we want to speak about this, not to bring guilt or shame or fear. On the contrary, you are a master creator in your life. And it is with your heart that you bring new intentions into being, that you birth new intentions in your being, and it's through your heart that you move and create and connect, and you magnetize new energy. This is a time to speak your truth, to be honest with yourself, and to be honest with what are you here, why are you here, what for, and how do you wish to be here in the world. The trees are communicating that they are moving into a place of voicing what their needs are. They are moving to, in a way, they have said, and they're being communicating that they are moving underground, that they need the certain energy to be restored in order for them to continue to share the wisdom with the planet and to grow. And at this rate, how things have been evolving in the planet and in the relationship with the humans, they are needing to take a step backwards and to release a certain connection, to deepen, in a way, the connection with the earth. And in doing that, we'll begin to see, and the humans will begin to see how the importance of that connection truly is. Sometimes there space is needed in order to recognize what is no longer there. Sadly enough, that's a direct connection with the level of consciousness of the majority of the population and on the planet at this moment. And yet, it's not a lot of the population that is needed to raise consciousness and open up their mind and connect and begin to move through the heart center to create a positive change in the world. Right now, there's many layers that what is needed on the planet right now. One of them is taking care of the earth and the remembering of the true belonging, that you are part of the web of life of the earth. You are part of the living body of the earth. And all is needed is focusing on your master creator energy. That is a master creator of visualizing places that are still contain wildlife and that are still pristine in the level of wilderness of animals and trees and forests and lushness and pure water. It's available still. And so using your master creator power to create and visualize and protect places and create places still on the earth that are untouched by the humans. And you can do that through your master creator energy. And so dedicating a time in your life as well to bless the earth, to connect and become one with the earth, with the body of the earth. This is an important piece in the expansion of humanity, because without this piece, there won't be humans. There is right now a time where we've been called to return to the land, to return to the land in a way of connecting with the land. It is time to return to the earth in a way that you have, perhaps not you, but your ancestors have lived and experienced before, a connection of oneness with the earth as part of a steward of a garden. And now it's the time to do it in a different way, because it's building from what it's already there, from the wholeness that you are, the wholeness that it is you are summing, adding to this connection. And so building something new from what is already there within you and that exists within you, the love that exists within you, perhaps experiences that you had in your past with a pet. And those are doorways to deepen your connection with the earth and you as an expansive layer of the earth, knowing that what you do to yourself, you do to the earth, and what you do to the earth, you do to yourself. And so expanding your consciousness in this way as well. And so we want to do a light language transmission to activate this remembering within you that is going to be uniquely your own. So let's begin the activation. Okumpu alate iane orisua shuna tu entia ama eritua ento ialakum irisia entua anawayai ibriaku ama eleyanu ai iritua enatu emchualaya erisuaneya ku al kuam aya eneitua entua entua eituan ei onia kua el tua ena tua ia iria nua hampo ia kua ala ishin tua ash tu es uamai ikri tua ena tua el tua sin istria tua nei kua ampua ala ere tua en suanei opria tua ia la kua anatia en tua ustua aleia nua ia mei oprinua ena tua anea hama apri tua en tua ia la kua en iria tua en tia istia ala eria tua ama kua al ti its aria tua yanawai Omiria kua huare tia ala tia en tia istia. Onisiwai iana tua yalai. Orikua ina tua ama kua yel. Iria humata iane ya uamaya kua hal. Iria sunua iana ia kua hamayel. Iria sunua ia shania tua yala. Iria humu, ukuru, utu, umuyu, umaya, mayekia. Iripia, upulo, blapua, hana. Aprikua ane di asiare. Inia tua yala kua yana pria wala kua han. Iri shinia tayala eneya tia an. Iri tia awa kua hala tia e. Iri hana ianeyo omuyala wai. Inia tu shunua yala kua ena titsiria kua shen. Iria tenia iala kua hama. Aria tu yana aya kua alo. Orotua ala tianeya tua opria kua ala ti ia shini. Omriaku ana tu ayaku ero fumayaku alaya. Ania yanakwara. Miaku huapala. Ariatia ti iani. Ariatu ashana. Ashistia enatua empua ai. Okihia elatu anatia ama. Oritua anato eya ku al. Iria shinia yatiana uma. Omia umia kuhia lakinia ariatayala. Anitia enatua empua ala. Ishieni yade iria kuhampoyala. Amia yuayana yala kuayala huwa mayayo uwa kuaham. Okroakia umria tuane opia hua ela tua entua sen. Taking a deep breath in into the heart. And another deep breath in all the way to your lower belly. In what world do you want to live? Who are you in this world? How are you in this world? How do you move in this world? It's not about any more waiting. It's not about any more hoping for and expecting somebody else to create. It's your responsibility to create. So in this moment, right here, right now, this point in time, who you are with all the resources that you have that exist within you, with all the creations, with your history, and with all the energy impulse that it's activated within you now, as a master creator, as a divine being and a human being that has come to this life in this specific point in time on the planet Earth, as a universal being, as a global being, a human that is connected with all humans of the planet and that is connected with all living beings of the planet, crystal and plant and animal and all life, light itself. What world do you choose to live in? Feel it in your body, feel it in your heart, and step into it right now. As you step into the world that you wish to live in and from. How is your behavior, your attitude, your energy, your frequency anchored in this world? How do you anchor this frequency in your world, in your life every day? What is the frequency of this world? What is the behavior and the attitude that exists within you as you move through this world, in this world? Activate it now, here. Okriana teya moyolo wataya paya. Iniateya to umaya leta ya ya. Iriatai nehoma yataye yatashialai. Iria hanate umaya teyo ho. Oh baya wa yana yateya. Iria me to kayalai. Iria teya naya homa. Iria teya naya homa hoyu. Payalaya payalaya pai. Mia mia ho mia ai ai umataya kai na ai. Taking a deep breath in into the heart. In which way, what decision in this moment, in this precise moment, what stories, justifications do you have to let go and release? What needs to get out of the way to make way to the way that you want to live in this world, to bring this world forward and alive within you? Because ultimately life and the world that you live in is the world that you see, that the world that you experience within you. The world that you see outside, it's your own. It's your own. What you see is what you get. And so in which ways are you willing to see something different? And that has to begin and be seated within you. Nowhere else. There's nothing outside yourself that will come and activate it for you. It has to be activated within you. And let me tell you that life will continue to be life, because life is going to continue to move forward. The question here is like, do you wish to activate the creator within you, that you are an active force and cooperative force and participatory force of this energy of creation and consciousness that is you, that you are? It's coming back to the connection with your heart, that the God self exists within you. In your life, the current of life, the world that you see around you is the world that you have created within you, in your belief system, in your thoughts, in your understandings of who you are and life itself. All that is changing, and it can change in 1 second. There's nothing, there's no time. Time is an illusion. Time, it was created by you, by humanity, to understand. Ultimately, all matter is connected into one. If you take the space that is create the time, then the empty space that creates the time to get you from A to B, then everything would be in one point. And so everything that you create is within you. The world is within you. Are you willing to shift and be open to see something different? So as you connect and tune in to the world that you want to live in, what is that? What corrections? What new understandings? What new agreements you have to create within yourself and stand within yourself and stand for yourself and agree upon yourself? And how do you move? How are you in this world as you move through this world? Who are you as you move through this world? Who are you with yourself? Who are you with the world and the connections in your world? How generous are you in thought, in thinking about yourself and others and the world as you move through this world? What is your attitude and perspective with yourself, about your life and others as you move through this world? The agreement and the commitment of shift and transformation begins with yourself. In a decision, at the level of choice, one begins to act and anchor the energy at the matter level through action. But it all starts at the level of thought and connecting through the heart in feeling. It's a decision that it's created and evolves within you. What new decisions are imminent for yourself in your life to birth and live and experience from the world that you truly want to live in and experience in? And it's anchored within you. At the beginning, you might feel like it's foolish, because you see the outside world and have the experience of the outside world from the old mind, from your old understanding and the old structure. But let me tell you that the structure is falling down, and the chaos is showing how the structures are falling down, and this is necessary. And yet in the chaos there's perfect order. as the new order is entering. The new order is activating the chaos. So there is still order in the chaos. The question is, where do you want to stand? In which polarity do you want to stand? Or do you want to stand in the middle, visualizing and experiencing the chaos through the center of the hurricane, where the calm is? And let me tell you, yes, you're human, and part of this experience of mastering your frequency is understanding the polarity. So one becomes a master of frequency by being able to hold the polarity, to being able to be and feel content, and yet be going through a hardship, to be able to embrace itself in compassion while it's going through something hard in your life. It's able for you to be generous in thought of another, a friend that perhaps it behaved in a way that caused you hurt and pain, and yet remember and acknowledge that he is human or she is human, just as you are. And so you extend love and compassion. And perhaps instead of going straight into punishment, you ask, what is going on? Is there something going on? Because you know that the history of this person, he or she is kind, and it's a good friend. And so it's been able to hold the frequencies and understand the frequencies that ultimately energy is neutral. You as a photon of light, you are actual light, you contain information. And as a holographic energy of a being, you are whole. You are a part of the whole. If life is a puzzle, and the puzzle is the wholeness of the puzzle, you are the one piece that contains the whole, and is expressed in the whole as part of the whole, and a unique expression of the whole on itself as well. And you are also interconnected with the whole and entangled with the whole, because you're the one piece of the whole of the puzzle. And so as you become intimate with this realization, you know that what you do to the web, you do to yourself, and what you do to yourself, you do to the whole. And as well as you become intimate with this realization, you realize that you are a master creator, you're part of the expression of the universe, and yet there's a universal existence, consciousness that is greater and larger than you. And this is a piece of co-creating with that larger frequency, with a larger energy. This is why understanding that your body is shifting, so nurturing your body, nurturing yourself at the level of your body, and connecting through the intelligence of your heart with the heart matrix. This is part of the new structure that is arising in the world. And let me tell you that at the level of the mind, you're always going to find the fear programming. When you tune into your heart, there is no fear programming at the level of the heart. This is why it's so important for you to practice coming back to the wisdom and the intelligence of your heart, because this is where the shift is active within you and available within you. And so how do you do this? So bring both hands onto your heart center. We are going to bring you the frequency now of 0.1 hertz. That is the frequency of the heart of the earth and coherence between brain and heart. As you tune into the heart, the earth, and the heart of the earth, and the heart of the universe. So I want you to breathe in and breathe out, gently lowering your breath. This is telling your body to come into a more relaxed state where it goes from fight or flight or survival mode into a place of peace. When you are breathing and lowering your breath, you're automatically telling your physical body that you're safe. So breathe in a count, let's say in a count of 5, and breathe out in a count of 8. Tune into your heart center. We're gonna bring now the frequency of 0.1 hertz. You're gonna begin to feel it in your body. This is for you to become accustomed to the frequency. Continue to breathe and bringing a breath of 5 in your inhalation and exhaling at the count of 8, connecting to your physical heart. Bringing the energy of care, something that you deeply care about. And the energy of love, something that you deeply love. Something that you deeply appreciate about yourself or your life, another, the world, the earth. Bring it into your heart. Something that you feel compassionate about. That you want to bring compassion. Continue breathing. Taking a deep breath in. That's the energy of heart and brain coherence. So to do this for yourself, as you tune into 0.1 hertz, that's the frequency of the earth, connects you and brings you into oneness with the earth, connects you to your heart, and creates brain and heart coherence. When you create heart and brain coherence, your body is working in oneness and moving in oneness. You're connected to your heart, so therefore you're connected with the intelligence of your heart. You are connected to the universe itself and the earth itself. You're connected to consciousness itself, universal consciousness. So the way to do this is extending your exhalations. So if you're inhaling at a count of 4, you exhale at a count of 6. Bring your hand to the heart, so you make connection to your heart. You bring attention to your heart center. Bring the energies of appreciation, of love, of compassion, of care. You can continue practicing with the heart intelligence matrix, where you activate the light within your heart, you activate the light within your body, and you activate the heart intelligence matrix, this web that extends beyond you into the world and into the universe. See the light around you, this beautiful matrix. And now you can send care for all the different lights that you see around you, at your back, at your sides, at your front, at your top, and your bottom. Appreciate the lights around you that are part of this heart intelligent web. Send compassion and love. And now through your central channel, send love, compassion, appreciation, and love to the earth, to the heart of the earth. So the central channel is a column, vertical column of light, where energy flows through you. And so sending love to the heart of the earth, appreciation, care, compassion. And doing the same, sending that love to the heart of the universe through your crown, through your central channel, extending from your crown. Sending care, love, appreciation, compassion. And ultimately sending love, compassion, care, and love to yourself, showering from above, front, sides, back, and below, all the way to your heart, to your body and to your heart. We want to share light language healing for your body to fully receive the light codes that are entering on the earth. The earth is shifting, not only physically, the tectonic plates and the weather, it's shifting in the system, the way of relating and interconnectedness, and your physical body is shifting, as we were speaking about your RNA and DNA. And so to do this transition smoother for you, we want to give you a light language activation and attunement and healing. The activation helps you in the activation of light of your DNA and of your RNA. The attunement attunes you to, so realigns you with balance and longevity and well-being. And the healing supports the integration of all of it, of the attunement and the activation. So there's nothing for you to do, simply receive. We're going to work at the level of your photons. So simply breathe and notice. Okay, it's complete. We want to thank you so much for being present with us today. It's been a pleasure to connect with you in this way. Know that we are constantly in connection and communication with you. And the more you tune into the universal language of light, and which is the language of your soul, by connecting to your heart center, the way that you can continue this connection is by asking every morning or every night before you go to bed, what does my soul want to communicate with me? Is there something that my soul wants to tell me? Is there a wisdom of my heart active within me? Is there a guidance from my heart and the intelligence of my heart in relationship to what is my right next step? Or is there something that I need to know about myself that is helpful for my highest and best? So cultivating these relationships in general, you have to cultivate them and nurture them. If you have a plant, you just don't live the plant. You nurture them, you water them, you when they're getting to a certain size, you change the pot or you move them directly to the earth. And yet it doesn't matter if they receive sun and rain and so on, you still take care of them. All relationships need care and attention and dedication and love. The same thing is the relationship with your higher self, with your divine self, with your heart and the universal language of your soul. It requires attention, care, and nurturance. So this is our invitation for you today to activate the master creator energy, knowing that you are the creator of your life, because life moves through you. What you see is what you get. So are you willing to shift the perspective of your world, of who you are in your world, how you are in your world? When you go out into the world to do, are you coming from a place of sufficiency, of enoughness, of wholeness, of creator, master creator energy, of light and love? Opening and closing your day with this connection to your soul and to your heart intelligence is a really good way to begin cultivating your relationship. Connecting to your heart as through the method that we explained before, and connecting to the heart intelligence web as we explained on the first session. It's also a way to align yourself to the light within you and to the new earth that is rising, to the new order that is coming forward. As you being an active and positive, piece of the puzzle of the creation and builder, creator of this transformation of this world through you. So we want to close with a thank you. Mia kuan ia etsia neia kuamen etsia tai ia lakum pru aya toa nei tia ama kuahama eretia iana toa en tia e kumua ia lakuaman eretia iana te ea kual oria toa ana te eshitia yala nia kuamei toa ia toa yala mia kua anti ai toa rei. We are one with you. Thank you. So I want to thank the Universal Light Language Council and the energy that came through. I want to thank everybody that tuned in today live to the session and the call. And there's lots of information. There was lots of energy. So it was very an energetic transmission. And so I'm going to leave the music to, you can stay, you can come to your journal and see what information comes through. drink lots and lots of water and take the rest of your day in a gentle mode. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye bye.